Everybody, it's Spider Geek, also known as Vant Mario, and we are back with another painting video. It's another painting video and stuff. I'm gonna just move my camera a little bit in this general direction. Sorry. I've been trying to work with our lighting on the camera. It's a little bit tricky, that camera on the bottom, but we're gonna get it there. But I hope you guys are having a good afternoon. We are back, another painting and stuff. We're gonna again do sort of a mishmash paint day of wrapping up a couple of models. We're trying to get more models off the table and more models done. And I was gonna work potentially on a commission today, which I think I'm gonna hold off doing that. I think I'm gonna hold off doing that on the evening stream, since we're streaming for so long. I think it's gonna be good content then. But as always, guys, thank you so much for your support. It is always a pleasure to have you guys here. Doing things with us, being with us, and just all the friends I keep making along the way. It's just a great time. So, without further ado, let's jump into things. So, I was painting up. We were painting up the what was it? The brain do words. Silver Tower, Warhammer Quest stuff. Trying to get the whole box together for an event that I want to do at my local gaming store. So I'm trying to get the whole thing painted, and then we're going to kind of promote and do some kind of a retro day, kind of old games, give some people some idea into the 40K, the AOS realm, and then we're gonna. Actually, my bit rate is saying that it's not good. I don't know why. And then there's some of the indie stuff that I wanted to paint up. So I wanted to get this demon finished for the Marvel Crisis Protocol event that we're going to be doing. So we got that, and there's also some other third-party models I want to try to start getting some paint on, because I don't get to show some love sometimes for the other stuff that I have, and some of the things. And again, this could be used in D&D, it could be used in other stuff, but I wanted to get this big guy further along, get him all tidied up, and start getting some more of the effects and highlights and things on him, because he's looking good, but I want to make him look even better, because he's opposing and he looks cool, but I want to do a little bit more with it. And then reminder that tomorrow we're going to have and actually we'll probably start painting him just because, let's start painting him. And a reminder that tomorrow we have our art stream again, and I'll be working on my indie book there. So if you definitely want to come in and tune in on that, because I'll be showing off more of the book, working on things, and we also have some channel merch stuff that we're going to be working on as well. But yeah. And as always, hoping that you guys are having a brilliant day out there. And things are treating you well. And as always, with all of the streams that we do, I always am curious to know what you guys think. I'd love to get your feedback. We're still kind of playing around with some of the format and what we're going to do content-wise. We were talking a little bit about it last night, and just the idea of why we don't necessarily do a ton of YouTube stuff right now. Just because that's another added level and investment, and just like doing stuff, because you got to do editing, and we was talking a little bit about like how it can be hard to keep up with the YouTube schedule, because you have to you have to definitely have and review things and kind of stay on the trend of content. It's a little bit easier when you're doing painting, whether it's like, just kind of documenting your, commission work or like other work you're doing that's like, that sort of stuff. But I'm always interested to see what and how certain things kind of go on the channel. And we're just trying to like really I'm just trying to get a sense of like what you guys are into, not into. And we're just, just trying a lot of different things. I think trying and doing different things is always a good positive thing. All right. A lot of what I'm going to do now is just really tidying up. He doesn't need too much help, but definitely there are areas where I didn't get everything painted. With a bigger model like this, you do have to kind of do multiple passes. And unlike a smaller model, you do want to spend those couple of extra hours working with this guy and doing stuff on it, because you'll be surprised how quickly you'll see the results. And like I say all the time, if it's like a big monster, whether it's in a one-shot campaign or whether it's a named character in an army, those models are the models that you're going to have or hopefully have on the table for a pretty good amount of time. So you definitely want to invest your time in painting those models. So what I'm doing now is I'm just making sure I get any stray pieces painted, and we're going to finish up the foot, and then we're going to really start to get into involving the highlights and shadows and everything. And these afternoon streams, I'm gonna keep rocking them for a little while. Like I said on previous chats, I'm sort of seeing how they're going. I'd love to know what you guys think of the time. I mean, I only picked noon because I figured people that might. I mean, the original thought for these streams was that maybe people who had like a break or a lunch break, if they wanted to tune in and kind of jump in and have Oh, I think I might have messed up. Yeah. That back leg was supposed to be orange, not red. Because I did orange on the other ones. All right, so let's see if I can, because the orange won't show up on top of the red. So I may have to re-whiten that foot. That was my bonehead mistake of, can I do like a wet blend where I make it more orange? I mean, it might mix. Oh, I literally did it on the other side too. All right, so let's. I don't know why I didn't see it when I started painting. I didn't flip the model around. That was my fault. That was a bonehead move what I just did. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put orange on it while it's still wet and see if that works. And if it doesn't, then I'll have to just put the white on there. That was kind of boneheadish what I just did. Yeah, so all I'm doing now is I'm legitimately just going through and looking for any imperfections of color, and then we're going to start working on highlights and shadows and just start to bring a little bit more life to this guy, because he looks good, but I want to make him look even better if I can. Oh man, I'm like still a little tired, but definitely making my way. Love to know what you guys are up to. And what is the art? You know what? I never even looked. Okay, sorry guys, as always. All right. Did really well. Okay. Sorry guys. Okay, there's quite a bit. Oh, nice. Sorry, I'm trying to get some inspiration. Seeing who's out there. Nice. Okay. All right, everybody's painting like lots of different stuff. There's like D&D models in there. There's all kinds of stuff. All kinds of things and stuff. All right, let's do it. I did a poor job up here. There's a lot of like mispainted stuff up there. But reminder that we do art streams on other days of the week during this time. If we start to get a little bit more folks watching those, I'll probably start moving and doing an evening one. But I started with I started with just the afternoons, and most of that is because that's when I work on my indie comic stuff, and I'm gonna start working on it. So all right, guys, sorry about that. I'm like kind of bouncing back and forth from just like doing a couple of different things, which I keep. Really shouldn't do that. I should just like focus. Oh my god, he's so spiky. So what I'm doing here is I'm just putting in some of the red, because the way that I did the hands, I had the ends of the hands and the ends of the feet be the orange. And then for the inside, I was doing the other stuff. Now, my hope is with the new setup, so you guys should be seeing me a little bit clearer and nicer, because I did change up our lighting situation. And then I'm going to be changing up the back in with the curved brush, the hook detail brush, which I think is a lifesaver for someone who builds mostly all assembled stuff. Builds mostly paints all assembled. Having brushes like this brush are amazing, because then I'm not over painting, I'm not over and actually is a good brush for if you want to make like a nice straight line. It's actually a good brush for that too. So, because I can angle it like that and do like nice curved straight lines with this brush. So a hook detail brush, which I will say I haven't necessarily rocked in a while. I was saying that last night that I'm not. It's been a while since I used one, but I saw it in my local shop, and I was like, "Ooh, let me grab one of those." Because I think it would be helpful. And as always, guys, please let us know what we could do better on the stream. I've been saying that on all the streams. I really want to get all of the feedback from you guys, because I know if we were to get more feedback, direct feedback from you guys, the viewers, I could make some really awesome, potential changes. And also, I always say the thing about feedback that's the most important part about feedback is letting us know what you guys like. What do you like that we do? Because that's the craziest thing, is when you start to try to, innovate and change, and if you don't have that direct feedback and you don't know why people, you're not getting the what we love or what we like about your stream. then what potentially happens is I'll actually change or alter something you guys were like, whoa, actually we were down for that. We really like that, you know. Besides the negative connotations or the negative things that you might say to yourself, I do or don't like. But that is a part of feedback that gets lost a lot. Is that by sharing your feedback, and even when you like something, it's so monumentally important. All right. Oh my God, this guy's a hefty little chunky beast. Not chunky. He's just a built. He's a built demon. I'm gonna put blood splattering on that rag as well, just to really sell. And again, this model that I'm painting is Mystic Mountain Gaming, is where I got this from. They do, or at least at shows, they did have quite a lot of 3D printed models. I know that they said at the last show that I was at, which was New York Comic Con, where I ran into these guys. I'm trying to still get us like an affiliate hookup with them, so I can get you guys a little bit of savings. But the idea is that they let me know that they're in the middle of getting a new 3D printer. So, they went through someone to get all their models printed. So they're in the process, I think, of finding a new person. So unfortunately, I do believe they might have halted some of the models, but I have not. I'll be fair and honest. I didn't actually check. I try to periodically check their website to see if they brought them back, but they have not. So let's see here. No, man. All right, Mystic Mountain Gaming. Let's go. And I'm gonna get them up as well so you guys can take a look, because I do like to feature and show. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Where are we? Where are we? Oh, that's a funny pin. All right. Yeah, so it does look like they've sort of taken the minis off of their site. So unfortunately, I don't think they're selling them. I mean, maybe if you see them at a convention, but let me go back and we can cue this up just so you guys can see. Because I do, like I said, I do like to promote, especially independent. Sorry, guys. Okay. Sorry, I'm playing musical windows here. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. Done. Okay. Let's do Safari. Get me out of there. So yeah, so just to show you guys a little bit of this company, they actually have some really cool stuff. But I do want to give them a shout out and a shop. Here, I'll just go to their main page. So they do dice and other gaming accessories. They have Dungeon Master screens that are like handmade out of wood. Just a lot of really cool stuff. They primarily are doing a lot of like D&D stuff. They even have tea. They have candles. But they're mostly doing like role playing stuff. Um, but yeah, you can see here like they have leather bags, D&D screens, Talon and Claw wood, mimic chest. So they have these really cool dice chests that are mimic chests, which are cool. I saw those at the show. Um, then they have some deals running right now. And what I liked about them too is that they use, like, as you can see, um, different cultural symbols, so you can really like identify your dice, which I really like, and identify yourself and your culture, which is very cool. But yeah, so this is where I got these minis from. But like I said, it looks like, because if you go to, they had a section for minis, but like I said, I think they've gotten rid of it. There's a little bit of, wow. There's some cool stuff. They have pins and other stuff, which we're going to start doing some pins. But they have some cutified, kind of some of the things I've done, and then Mind Flare D&D pin right there. And then they have some other large scale, like set prop stuff. Dice towers, which are always fun. Height and levitate sheets, initiative trackers, all the good stuff. All the good stuff. So again, Mystic Mountain Gaming is their site. If you want to check them out, please do. And let them know. Let them know you heard about it from us. I believe they only do domestic shipping, but they might actually do international shipping too. I don't know. I don't remember from when I was talking to them. Unfortunately, which way they go. But like I said, I'm in the process of trying to hunt them down and talk to them. It's raining again. Jesus, it's been raining. So, just say I was in the process of painting that. I went and got the orange for whatever God knows reason, but I'm in the middle of painting the skeleton horde shroud stuff. Oh, that was almost a drop. I almost dropped that skeleton horde on the ground. Oh, that would have been so bad if I did that. Oh boy. What is up, everybody? And I might have a special guest in our evening stream. I think it might be time to pop him out and show everybody. I'm gonna have to figure out how to have him be on camera with me, which is gonna be interesting. But I think we might want to tease the debut of something, and if you guys respond well to it, it might turn into some of our first YouTube content. Because I think I have an interesting idea. All right, let's do this. All right, I gotta get yellow as the next color that I do. And then we will work on that Stormcast Eternal a little bit more too. Like I said, these Wednesday streams are gonna be like, I want them to be really a space where I can probably get things that I want to get done. So it's not going to be where I work on commissions or other stuff. I want to leave that for the actual evening shows, where I know a little bit more of the folks can come and do. This is just more like me having some time, so I'm blocking out time for me to get stuff done, because this is the stuff like for local events and gaming stuff. You know, I might even do in these streams, because I have to start prepping for that Ravenloft campaign. Anything that I need for that kind of stuff. So, you know, luckily a lot of the terrain, but you know, I've been talking a good game about doing like cheap terrain kind of stuff, or alternative cheap terrain. We're probably going to explore that on this Wednesday stream. It is crazy how much it's been raining. It is super, super crazy. I feel like every 5 minutes it's raining. Oh, okay, wow. What did I do for the other leg? I did have it go up. Okay. Yeah, I'm realizing the leg inside, I didn't really paint any of it, so this is what I mean by like finding all of the imperfections and getting it all painted, because there's a lot in here. And then I can start working with the washes and really getting some stuff to happen on this, because right now it's just all like base painted. Because he's such a large model that unfortunately that sort of is true, because you want to make sure that you're getting all of that, all your stuff painted, and everything's covered in paint before you start. But yeah, it's raining pretty hard outside. I don't know if you guys are in an area where like you've had very little rain and now you're getting like sort of this like deluge of rain. So it's raining like for 2 or 3 days straight. I don't know, but all right. I was going to say, is my stream really that unstable? Because again, this was something that was happening last night. And I don't know if the audio or the video is sounding off because of it. But it was something that we were dealing with last night too. I don't know why. But anyway, painting this wonderful demon, trying to get him done. He is a struggle. He's a big one. I'm gonna be using him in probably some D&D campaign stuff. Gonna use him in Marvel Crisis Protocol as like a monster that's summoned, because we're gonna do a big mystical event. So he's gonna have a lot of different usage, but also in 40K. So there's a lot of things I want to use him for. But this is a third-party model, not a Games Workshop model, and not necessarily from another model company. Well, I mean, it is from a company, but it's not the big ones. And this is from Mystic Mountain Gaming. I have a couple of more models to go with this, some other big monsters that we're going to paint up. And as always, guys, thank you for being here and being part of the stream. All right, sorry, I keep trying to figure out what I did, because I painted the inside a little bit different by accident, which was kind of my fault. So I'm still in the process of like finding, and I think that's true of everybody that paints. You know, as you get better and better at painting, you know, you still have to turn your model around. You know, you always want to check your model from all angles, make sure it looks good and it's painted from every angle, because sometimes you'll turn the model around, you'll kind of twist it to a different angle, and then all of a sudden you notice, you're like, oh, okay, I didn't necessarily paint that, you know. Or I missed that spot, you know. And as always, love to hear what you guys are working on too, in your painting endeavors and in your projects and what's on your table. And also what games you do like to play or frequent. You know, are you a Warhammer only kind of person, or are you like me, where you have like a little bit more just overall like hobby in painting, so therefore you like a ton, you know, you like a ton of different tabletop games? Or are you like a more selective person? You only like a few things. Which, for the record, there's nothing wrong with being a more select person. But yes, this came from Mountain Mystic Gaming is who I got this model from. And like I said, unfortunately, I think they're going through a transition with their model stuff. So I don't think they have models necessarily on their website, but they have a ton of great other products that are great, like dice towers and dice and other things you would use, especially if you're a D&D player, or you could obviously still use them in other venues as well. And don't hesitate to follow and, of course, subscribe if you really dig the content and want to help the channel grow. All of it helps. So whether you simply follow, or you follow and then later sub, or you sub now, all of it supports the channel. All of it makes what we want to do keep becoming a reality. It helps me to get to that point where I can do and make some additional content that I would find fun. But the reality to any content is that funds are needed to do so, and some of that support has to be a part of it too. And we have a couple of exciting things coming to the channel, and I want to shout out. And actually, I should do two things that I always forget to do. One of those being throw the Discord server in the chat, so you guys can jump on that. And then the other thing I also want to do is I'm gonna heart this one, and I should have done this a while ago. Sorry, guys. Okay. I'm just typing something, so I had to pause painting. So we're going to celebrate the painter of the week. And that is Wool from the Discord server. I believe this is a Skaven. He might have kit bashed this a little bit and painted it, but I wanted to pop that up because we are doing a paint stream for our celebratory painter of the week. That's something we're going to start doing where if you do join the Discord server, you can post your projects there and share what you're working on in the share painting projects thread. So you yourself could also be featured. in that, in on the channel. And if we don't have any newer posts for the week, then I'll be looking at the backlog to sort of randomly select. And I was gonna say it's kind of cool because if you, especially if, like, I don't know out there who is in our stream, especially our Discord, that might also be like a commissioned painter, but obviously the nice byproduct there is that you can, be promoted in that way on the stream. Because the goal for me always is to try to give help and support, especially to people that are new, or just in general, give you guys support. So if you're like me and you're also a commission painter, it's tough. It's a hard thing. You don't always know when or how you're going to find the projects you find. They sort of just kind of happen, or obviously through word of mouth, and if people are happy with your work. But it's a tough gig, tough road, and it takes a lot of hustle. So if we can all help each other, that's always a good thing too. All right, sorry guys, I keep finding little areas that don't that just need to be painted. All right. Oh man. How is that hitting me now? I know these are shorter streams in the daytime, so I don't have as much time, but I wanted to test out and see what you guys thought of them, of the sort of shorter format series. But again, I'm gonna give it this month and like a little bit of January where we're gonna do the schedule, and then if I feel like if I feel like all the afternoon ones are not really clicking, then we might scrap them and do something else. But I don't know. I want to give it. It's a tough time of year because it's the holidays, so I know everybody's probably busy and has lots to do, and may not be thinking about Twitch and all of us here with our personalities and stuff. But that's why I don't want to write it off as like instantly not working out, because I know we're kind of in that pattern right now. So if you got limited, if you are like me and you have 1,000 other things going on, and you have that limited hobby time, and then you start having extra things on top of it, I can understand how people might not make it to their streams. It might be taking breaks, from watching, because they have to tend to other stuff, So I get it. super get it. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I didn't get a notice that like Twitch was gonna go through like any general maintenance or anything like that. Excuse me. Excuse me. So I'm a little. It's intriguing that my thing went to unstable. Okay, let's see. And as always, you know, if you guys are watching this after the fact and you are part of the Discord, there is a show idea thread or like kind of like a conversation of what you guys would want to see more of on the channel. I'd love for you guys to participate in that and let me know. Again, feedback is key because now what I'm hoping this will help me with, this hooked brush, is doing eyeballs. I'm going to try it. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to have to fix that left one. Oh, man. Yeah, it's crazy. But I'm happy that I'm happy we're coming to an end on this one too. I have to let all that dry. And then we have to do a little bit more work on his like because I wanted to make that like a flesh cape. So I'm going to have to work a little bit more on that as well. All right. Let's see. Dear Lord. All right, I don't think Earth Shade is going to be the right thing. Okay. I might be a little on the tired side. So maybe, I know I was boasting how well the evening stuff was going, but maybe I'm burning the candle at both ends too much. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out shadows and things. I'm not struggling, but I'm having a little trouble keeping my eyes open. It's very weird. Like all of a sudden, I just got a little bit more tired than I was. But I'm going to be fine. We're going to rise above it. We're going to work through it. Oh, man. If you guys want to see more painting like this, and you know that's going to include Warhammer, it's going to include potentially some light D&D models, because I don't specifically try to hunt down like the Wizards of the Coast stuff all the time. I do buy some of those like blind boxes, but they are obviously those are mostly assembled because that's the idea of those products. Alright guys, I'm just going to take one little bio break and get a drink. I will be right back. Okay. Alright guys, sorry for getting the drink. I did need something to drink because my throat just felt a little on the dry side. But yeah, I have a couple of more other miniatures from these guys. But obviously the Marvel Crisis Protocol, like Monsters Unleashed that we were painting, that's really important for that campaign too. So you can check that out as well. We painted up Dracula on Monday. And pretty much all of Frankenstein. Although I probably do like a final pass to check him out. And that might be on Thursday, because Thursday's kind of the trick stream. But I'll probably be working on a commission during those. I don't know. I have to figure that out yet. What I want to do. Alright, we're an hour in. We've had some folks stop by, but it's a quiet. It's a quiet field out there. But there are definitely people that stream at 12, so I know you guys are out there. But it's always challenging, you know, it's always hard. I say that a lot. It's challenging to try different things. It's challenging to try a new time anything. You know, it's funny how I say it a lot with Twitch, but it's like every hour it's such a different dynamic audience. Like, you could adjust your stream by like, 40 minutes in either direction, and you start to get a different audience, a different experience. So that's really cool. I like that about this platform. So I'm just using Gilliman. To make it like a little bit more like flesh, kind of flesh tone. Because this cape is basically all made out of flesh. Or the hide of something. All right. Oh, geez. I mean, this isn't going to go anywhere, and it's going to be kind of hard to break, but it did make me touch the model, though. All right, guys. Maybe we'll paint up. What do I want to paint up? Do I want to jump over to maybe the Blood Angel Space Marine? It's gonna be part of that custom kill team that we were building. All right. I know the rain makes it so dreary outside. I'm definitely one of those people that gets affected by the weather. Is anybody else out there like that, where like the rain comes and you get all like mopey or like bleh, or I feel like I'm in that boat. Let me get my fan on also, because I feel like that's another thing that makes me. I'm gonna get my fan on, just so it gets a little cooler over here. Because it's funny what they don't tell you when you start streaming is that because you have lights on you. But I know this because of theater and doing set design and all that stuff. Oh, I wonder if that has something to do with why that was like that. Interesting. Interesting. All right. All right. So what we're going to do is null oil. Let's start working on that a little bit more. So I can start getting this guy looking a little bit more interesting. Because since he is primarily like two colors, the washes are what are going to save us. Washes and potentially some dry brushing. Now, let's see what we got. Oh, man. So once I do this stuff and we start putting washes in, this should start to transform him quite a bit. So now I'm going to start to put in some of the highlights and shadows. Oh man, I'm sorry guys. I'm like, that's weird. It's weird. It's weird that that's happening now. And I definitely cannot afford to have it happen now, because after the stream I got to do some work as well. So and I also wanted to say a thank you, because I'm noticing, and I'm shocked, but also just humbled by it, that we're getting quite a lot of people watching the VODs afterwards. So I really appreciate if you guys are doing that, that you are doing it, because it is so it's so nice, and I hope that what you're watching you're enjoying. But I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of surprised of how many people are watching them, or watching them after the fact. And I'm happy, because a lot of you, I've had it happen a couple of times where you might be a regular. I've had regulars who normally come to certain nights or certain times, and then when they hear we're gonna do something, and they're like, "Oh, I'm bummed out, I can't." But they're like, but then because of the VODs, they're like, "Oh no, I was able to just watch it," So they're still connected. The community didn't like move forward without them. All right, I am going to move the demon out of the way for a sec. Just let it dry, because when you start to use the washes and there's like pooling and other stuff, you got to kind of let them dry. I figured, because it is the middle of the day, let's do like a little bit of a GW round. Let's do a little bit of like a GW. I guess roundup is the best way to put it. Oh, I think that would work really well. Hopefully you guys are liking how the demon is coming out. I mean, it'll be done within one more. If not this session, next session. There's not much more I could probably do to it besides, yeah, like, I mean, there's little effects I'm going to try to do, but sorry guys, my eyes are just so. Last couple of days, my eyes have been like so weird. They've been acting up. All right, so I don't know. The jury is still out on these afternoon things. Because some days you guys show up, some days you don't. So I feel like they're still in that infant stage. I don't know if the fan was the best idea. I feel like the fan is now putting me to sleep. Who else has that type of issue where if you hear a fan, I have that issue. Usually when I turn a fan on, it like makes me want to take a nap. So the quickest way for me to go to sleep is to have a fan on, which is good in some months but not in others. Oh man, and our stream is like unstable. That's the weirdest part. I don't know why the stream. It was starting to do that last night too, so I may be destined to do a computer restart. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get myself to be a little bit more comfortable. Alright. Oh, this demon. He's taking a while to paint, but he's coming out really nice. I'm more so just because I'm like, you know, I say it a lot with the models that are like the Independents or whatever. Like, I don't really have a painted reference to go to. I don't have anything else. So this is really just me, you know, free-forming. So. Alright, let's do it. And I mean, like, when I went to Comic-Con, it was so exciting because they had so many models, which, you know, I think was them bringing pretty much their whole inventory of models. And there was just so many different. It was so hard to choose only a few because there were so many different models that they had that I was like, ooh, I could use this for this. I could use that for that. So my brain definitely started to go a lot, like 100 miles a minute, of like all the things I could use these different models for. But you know, then what's the best way to say it? Then good sense prevailed. I'm just trying to give it a little bit more levity and just give a little bit more. Just trying to clean up a little bit of this because I had some good ideas and I had some bad ideas. What our bad ideas is when you want to do like a vent, something off of a character, you can do it with a wash, but it's better to do it with a solid color or have a color and then put the wash on top. It's funny. All right, guys, we got another like 45 minutes than I usually. These streams I was keeping a little shorter. But I feel like maybe the thing to do with these is, especially the Thursday one. Maybe I should just roll that into other stuff, and we can try out some of the other content. Oh man, this guy is insane. He's so big. He's got so much. He's got, again, for a model that has very little detail, he has a lot of detail. All right. I mean, totally not done yet, but let me switch over to my regular brush, because as much as I like that angled brush, it's giving me some weird lines. Like, it really is just like downpouring outside. It's crazy. Alright, let's do this. I know, I'm being like really, really quiet. But we will have a lot of models coming in December. I mean, it's kind of the luck of the draw with my birthday being in December, so I tend to get a lot of big stuff at that time. So we'll have a lot of different things for the channel, a lot of different things for us to explore and take a look at together. And I guess in the comments, or even messaging me or whatever, I'd love to know from the folks that do watch this, or maybe the folks that don't watch it, which wouldn't be in your video, but I'd love to know what you guys think of these streams, and do you think we should keep doing them in the middle of the day, or is it better to just stick with the night routine? Because everybody feels like probably night is better for them to connect. So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to, I'm going to all of the horns, because they all have like protruding and skin marks there. So I'm sort of making them, I'm using nail oil just to bring some of those details back. All right. All right. I've been waiting long enough for this. I know we're not. I know I said I'm painting, but I am very curious what is inside of this thing. So I talked a little bit about this on last night's stream. I'm gonna keep one of the tins. I'm gonna keep one of the tins to myself. Not to myself. I'm gonna keep. We're not gonna open both of the tins, because I have a lot of other stuff that a lot of other packs to open in other videos. So I'm gonna see my luck. We're gonna take a shot. But I've been watching a lot of like Pokemon YouTubers, because my daughter really wants to get into the Pokemon game. So and I wanted to kind of get back into it. Even my local store, people there want to play it or have played it. And then the collector in me kind of refreshed or rekindled my love for the card art for Pokemon. Not necessarily playing the game, but funny enough, I did actually enjoy playing the game a lot. And obviously, I'm going to teach my daughter how to play because I would love to see her like actually play with some of her friends and stuff. Not just be not just be like a ton of the other kids out there, and just collect the cards and trade because now, especially because some of the cards are so valuable. Just make it so also you're seeing the value in like planning, strategy, all the good positive things that come out of like playing board games, reading cards, learning all those skills. So but anyway, so I've been watching a lot of these YouTube creators for Pokemon stuff, and they came across these boxes. So apparently these boxes were they're in Target, they're in GameStop, and they're on Amazon. And what the YouTuber discovered is when he bought the box, there was like super ridiculous pull rates in these tins, as if something happened or the packs. And there's stories of this, like not an error box, but there are times at the factory where there's like an issue with how they are packaging the cards, and it creates a larger pull rate because it's like an error. I don't know how that happens mechanically, but I mean, I think I just said how it happens, but I don't know how like the machine errors to do that. But the idea is that there have been times where people have felt that that's happened, but apparently that he actually tested it and it was true. So I noticed that my GameStop still had them. I haven't been to Target or any other places, but I noticed that my GameStop had a few, and he did get like ridiculous hits out of the GameStop ones. So I said, you know what? Let me grab a couple being two, and let's see what we have. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to open this one as part of this stream today, and then we'll just wrap up a little bit on that demon to send us off. But I just want to break it up, take a little break from painting because we painted for quite a bit of hours last night, and I just painted for another hour. So I want to just like give my hands a rest, do something different, and you guys get to come on a journey that's a little bit fun. And I'm curious in the chat, if you have or if you ever have played the Pokemon TCG. I'm sure most people out here, although it is true, and I have found people that have not ever played a Pokemon game ever. But I know most people have probably played at least one of the Pokemon video games. All right, so let's give it a shot. Let's open this up. I've been dying to open this up. The mystery of it all is getting to me. So let's see. These are collector's tins. Pokemon has like so many different products and ways to get cards. It's not even funny. Oh, jeez. And that is what I was afraid of the entire time. So I'm going to put that there. All right. So before I open this any further, I'm going to do a little bit of a cleanup and organize because a bunch of my paint pods just fell, and I do not want them to fall while I have cards on the table, and I do not want them to fall, period, because all of these paint pods some of them are relatively newer. I had just opened them, so if they spill, we're going to have like a massive spill on our hands. So, and I do not want to deal with a massive spill. So I'm just going to do a quick little cleanup. And I should be cleaning up after we're done painting because my table gets way too messy and I can't do anything else. Also, the other reason that cleaning is so important is exactly what I just did, which was I'm pushing down all the paint pods. So this is a less likelihood way of running into a situation where your paint pods now are dried out because you because you had taken them all out and you opened up a ton of them. Black Templar. Because that's what happens. You open up a ton of them, and then all of a sudden, like that one was basically open, right? So that would have eventually dried up, and I would have less of that paint moving forward. So, all right, all the paints are away, which I feel much better about. And now we can focus on this, and then we'll jump back, like I said, to the Demon, which is going to mostly be a wash game at that point. So we'll keep working on it. But I want to see what's in here. And these tins are kind of fun. It's almost like a mini lunchbox of Pokemon. Ooh, okay. Now, funny story about these tins is that one of the key factors that they were talking about was that these coins were not fully flat down. So apparently that's like a good sign that you probably have the broken box. These are the foiled cards, and these are set cards. So that's a foiled uncommon. They're both uncommons, so these are actual in the set cards. Very pretty, very nice. And then we have 6 packs in the box, which I'm going to take the box packs out. Then we have stickers, which my daughter will definitely be getting the stickers. And then a little tiny binder, which I'm going to have her put her favorites in. So that'll all, I'm going to give her all these other things that are in this box. I don't want these. And you get a couple of sheets of stickers, so now she'll have a bunch of Pokemon stickers, which I know she will love. Okay, so we're going to get this tin out of here. We're going to get our packs out of the tin. Paradox Rift. Twilight. City of Flame. Now, I was going to say, are these new tins? Because I think the stuff that he pulled out of them were from different sets. So I feel like Silver Tempest was in this box at some point. So I don't know if that means we're in good shape or bad shape, but we're going to see what happens. So like I said, the idea here is that one of the reasons I bought these tins was because it was sort of said to me in that video that they were broken and you were getting like ridiculous pull rates because there's some sort of error in these tins. So let's see if it's true. I'm going to do my own test. This is the GameStop test. Let's see what happens. And again, I'm going to open a couple of packs just because I want to do something outside of painting. Rest my eyes, rest my hands. All right, I need to start giving some of these away. All right, so we got a Squilvit, Wiglet. Am I putting this in water? Wiglet, Barboach, Leconque, Umbreon. Ooh, nice. I will put that there. Poppy, Lunatone. Nice Charmander. Town Center. Oh, Thunderous. All right, so not the Thing of Legend. So our foil, we did get a normal foiled rare at the end there. So not a secret rare, not an alternative rare. A Thunderous. Oh no. Again, one of the things he did say in the video is that it might have been a fact that he's in like a different region. So I hope that that's not true. But with my luck, probably will be true. All right. Blipbug. Fuecoco. Snorant, Honedge, Slitherwing. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Technical Machine De-Evolution. Exploud. Another Snorant. Gligar. Oh, all right, there it is. We got our first hit. Yes. Iron Hand EX, which I do have this EX card, so this is now a double. But Iron Hand EX. So we got our first hit. All right, so first hit in the pack. So we did get a super rare. Oh, geez. I'm going to keep that way. All right. Oh, wait. What was that set that I just opened? What was that set? What were you? Paradox Rift. Okay. So we did get an EX super rare. So a 2-star rare. Not an alternative art. Not a gold card. All right. Goldeen. Drippy. Sandygast. Phoebus. Melodic. Perrin. Dripplin. Alumice. Aaron. And an Arcanine. Alright, so another foil rare. Another foil rare. Damn. Alright, so this might not be a good sign. This is probably not a good sign because that means these might not be the broken packs like they said they were. Because there were about 3 hits in every one of the boxes they opened. So I mean, we could still get the 3 hits because we still have enough packs. But we did get 1 EX hit already. But they were like redonkulous with what they got. So Vulpix, and again, I'm just doing this because I wanted to break it up, guys. Oh, nice. We got people coming. Hey, what's up? Who's here? Who's here? Say you're here. We're gonna go back to painting the demon in a minute. I'm just doing a little like halftime. We've been painting for about an hour and a half. This is like the halftime of me playing. Vulpix, Eevee, Girafarig. I always say that one wrong. Froggy, Cramorant, Kieran, Sunflora, a shiny Eevee, a Splurpuff, damn, and a Pheasantipity. So another foiled rare. Both of the Twilight Masquerade packs were foiled rares. That sucks. Alright, so Temporal Forces. Let's see if we can pull anything out of Temporal Forces. Oh my god. We only got 1 EX pull. Alright, so maybe this is not the same situation. He was pulling literally... Some of them were 5 for 5. It was crazy. Snom. Mudray. Minasino. Rockruff. Morty's Conviction. Shiftry. Bianca's Devotion. Palafin. Rabska. Oh, okay, there we go. We got a Caesar EX. Nice. All right, so it's 2 EX hits we got out of the box so far. All right, so if it's like his videos, the minimum he got was 3 hits. Not to put a lot of pressure on this last pack, but 3 hits is what we got. So that means these boxes are broken. If you see these boxes in Target, right, I mean, that means they're broken. That means that they might actually be broken. All right, let's see what we get. Watch, now I'll get nothing in this because I talked it up so much. Chatot. Katoni. Carvana. Ekans. Palafin. Erie. Colossalar. I think I said that right. Victini. Frostmoth. Oh, no. And a foiled rare. Relicanth. All right, so we got 2 EX hits out of the box. I mean, it's still a good pull rate for a box, but damn, it wasn't as epic as his. I do have one more box to open. I was gonna say, chat, do you want me to bust it open? What do you think? This was supposed to be just like an in between. This was supposed to be a just like break from painting to give my eyes and my hands a break. What do you guys think? I'm gonna let chat decide. Do we open the second collector tin and see if we get any luck with our packs? Or do we just leave it and go back to painting? What do we think? I'm thinking that you guys are going to say leave it. All right. I feel like the chat wants to leave it. They don't want any more Pokemon packs. This is a painting channel. I just did it, like I said, to break up my eyes and my hands, so they got a little bit of a break from looking at a model and painting. I'm just taking all my rares out because I have a separate spot for those. And then I'm also trying to keep all the cards together because I'm attempting to do like an actual collection of cards. So I'm gonna see if I could do it. I'm not gonna go crazy. There is a YouTuber that is trying to collect every one of the U.S. sets, but I'm not that nuts. I'm not gonna do that. Like from the original set. So I mean that's still pretty good though. I mean these are nice. I love the foil on these. They're so nice. Like I said, guys, I'll give more minutes because I'm just cleaning up. But if you want me to bust open that other one, I will. I promise. The collector tins are fun. They're not bad. They're nice. Oh, I forgot the collector's tin itself has a card. And then you get, not promo cards, but you get the, like, what do they call them? Glistening, what's the word? They have shine. The coins are kind of nice. You get the 2 Pokemon that are on the promo cards. And they're the jumbo coins. So they're kind of nice. I kind of want to collect a few of these so that I can have them for when we do Pokemon events. So I'm sort of building up my Pokemon, like, my Pokemon, what's the word? My Pokemon arsenal, I guess you call it. All right, let's get back. Let's get this demon done. All right, I see that it rejuvenated me. It got me out of the funkiness. Funky funk. Yep, you can't have funkiness when opening up Pokemon cards. And again, guys, if you want me to open that other tin, you just say the word in the chat and I'll do it. I'm gonna save it. I want to save it for because I'm gonna be buying some other vintage Pokemon cards, and I wanna do like a specific Pokemon video. I want to try a different format with that, which is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna try something different with that video, and if it works out, then I might then it might be the start of me doing some other stuff on YouTube. But alright, so we're painting up this demon. Now I'm going to start working on the finer touches of him. This is a third-party miniature from Mystic Mountain Gaming. I actually ran into them at Comic-Con, and I got this model. I think this model is terrific. They had a ton of 3D printed stuff, which is sculpts that in models that I believe belong to them, and they partnered with a 3D printer. But sadly, I think when I was at the convention, this was for at least a while, they're not going to be doing the 3D printed models. So I think they were trying to liquidate a lot of their stock. Because they were on the hunt for a new person, because apparently their person was retiring, which is crazy to me that you could retire from 3D printing. But since it's such to be a newer thing, offering those services, but I guess you could. And I bought this model and a few others, and I want to use this model for 40K. I want to use it for, all right, we're gonna move this. I think we're gonna move this stream. So what do you guys think about this stream? Instead of starting at 12, starting at 1. So we do 1 to 3. I'm wondering what you guys think of that time frame. And just as a reminder for anyone that's watching now, I will be back tonight, and we're going to be coming back on. So normally I do 11 o'clock as the start time for our evening streaming, but I'm probably going to do my stream at 9:30. I've been starting the streams a little bit earlier, and I actually am really liking that idea, because I feel like it's making, especially it's giving more areas and more people an opportunity to watch us. So if you like what you see and you want to see more, we paint 40K stuff. In fact, we will be painting 40K stuff tonight. I'm going to be painting a Tyranid commission, so I'm going to start that up. So if that interests you, and it's going to be a pretty unique paint style too. So it's going to be like a different kind of paint scheme that's not atypical of your Tyranids. And I'm going to be doing that for a new commission that I just got, and then we'll have some. I have a couple of different commissions. One that's a non-Games Workshop commission, but the person hasn't given me the model yet. But that'll be happening too. So yeah, so the idea is that normally we would do 40K tonight. So that's why I'm doing that Tyranid. And then I'm working on a custom Blood Angels. So Blood Angels, Flesh Tyrant. Not Flesh Tyrant. But yeah, so the certain specialty faction of the Blood Angels, but I'm using the Marines that came as part of the Kill Team starter box. So I'm painting them all as Blood Angels of that chapter and of that subset. And then Mephiston is going to be their captain. So Mephiston will be my proxy for the captain model. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We already did Mephiston, so you can check that out on a previous video. Reminder to everybody, we are also working on a 30 subscriber goal, which if that goal goes through and we get it done by the end of December, all the members of the channel, and so subscribers and VIPs of the channel, will be able to vote on the next big project we work on. So you guys will be able to take a look at a list of projects that I'm gonna create a list that's going to be some of the projects that I've talked about, but also I'm going to get some poll the audience and poll you guys to give us some other suggestions, and I'll add some of those to there, and then you guys will actually, be the deciding factors of what we do. What's the big project that we do here at Modern Geek Gaming, which I am extremely, extremely happy to do, and I think it's a lot of fun. And then reminder on the upper left-hand corner of the screen, wanted to shout out our Painter of the Month. So again, if you do join our Discord server, I'm going to pop the Discord link in there for people to join and join up. I promise, guys, I'm going to work on my my loadout here, and there's going to be more information to make it easier, because I realize I kind of just say the same information over and over again, and probably as a viewer, you guys are getting annoyed hearing me talk about any of it. It's probably annoying. You probably are like, why isn't this guy talking about lore or painting or the model? All he keeps talking about is like almost like a radio program, and unfortunately I think that is kind of how I was treating it. So I'll put that link back up there. And then reminder that if you do subscribe, it is ad-free viewing. And so you have no ads anymore when you are watching. And you get member-specific or subscriber-specific emotes. And then you also get subscriber certain emotes. You also get, eventually, there'll be other perks as well. We're working on some merchandise. Once all the merch is up, you'll get a discount as a subscriber. So there's going to be a lot of cool stuff coming to you. I want to make sure I get that all in there, because if somebody is watching this after the fact or watching it on the VOD, I just want you guys to be aware of what we're doing. All right, so... Alright, so we got 2 pulls out of that box. That wasn't that bad. So it's still kind of broken, because out of 6 packs, but he was getting like every hit. But it is true that he did get a dud box. So that other box could still have something good in it. But I feel like when I saw his video, it was... I feel like there was Silver Tempest in that box. So, which is an older Pokemon set. So I think that might have been not the same. And if that's the case, then it might not have the same broken issue. Because I think that's why he was getting more hits, but I don't know. But lastly, the other thing it could be too, and he mentions it in that video, and if you're wondering what YouTuber I'm referring to, is Real Breaking Nate. Is the YouTuber. I really like him. I like him as a Pokemon YouTuber. And I'll tell you why. I like him as a Pokemon YouTuber because I like him because he's all he's really doing is talking about his love for it and trying to get people to, like, he wants people to see the product, understand it, and then like be part of that community if they want to be, versus what the other channels are really doing, which is more like the monetary part of it, right? Like, I do those PSA announcements for people all the time, which is, like I say this to probably everybody out there, but you definitely, if you're going to get into any collectible card game, obviously learn how to play it, have fun. But most of the time, just buying single cards is more cost effective than buying a ton of packs. The packs are fun, right? It's fun to open. I like opening packs because it's addictive, it's fun, and you feel accomplished when you pull that really epic thing. But if you really just want to build a really competitive deck and like play the game and have fun, it usually is better to just buy single packs. But hey, everybody, how you doing? And again, this model we're painting, my goal is to use it in a Marvel Crisis Protocol custom campaign, kind of a mystic fight. They're going to go to a lot of interesting locations, and this creature is going to be a part of that. And I have some other creatures that I'm going to be painting up for that as well. And you guys know that we've been painting up the Monsters Unleashed team, which is going to be part of that as well. But what I'm looking to do now is to start doing some of the more finer touches. So I'm starting to put in more of the washes on there and just trying to get a little bit more detail inside of here. And then don't forget, we're going to be coming back at 9:30. So even though I usually come on at 11, I'm going to be coming on at 9:30 to do some 40K painting later tonight. So we'll be back on. We'll be back. We'll be streaming. And also, not to forget that that Thursday we'll be doing an art stream at 12 as well. So I'll be working more on my indie comic book that I'm working on. We'll be potentially working on some channel art, although probably we're going to work mostly on the indie comic stuff, just because I really want to get further along on that and make sure we stay on track to get that project done. So probably going to stick on that. I will be working out. So like I said, I'm in the process of working on some other merch. So it's going to be some additional stickers. It's going to be some additional, we're going to hopefully introduce pins. I'm just working through how I'm going to do those now. There's going to be at least, I am going to start doing not only the custom playmat where you can get a playmat made with your, commission me for a piece of artwork and make a one-of-a-kind playmat, but I'm going to also start selling some of the design playmats, which I think are going to do, the designs I think are going to do fairly well. And I'm going to be creating 2 new ones. I'm going to do, since we've been doing a lot of Pokemon stuff lately, I'm going to do something epic on the Pokemon side of things. And then I have a Doctor Who crossover with Warhammer that I want to do. So I'll be developing that playmat too. And those playmats could also be used as giant mouse pads as well. But I'll be working on the artwork for that. So that'll probably make its way into an art stream, I'm sure. Or I might just have to do updates on my Instagram with that. I don't know. Because I might work on it offline as well. There's just not enough hours in the day to do it all, so. And hopefully you guys are digging this model I'm painting right now. And like I said, I'd love to know the consensus from everybody here. What you guys think about if we were to move the Wednesday stream I'm thinking of moving it to 1 o'clock instead of 12. I realized I didn't finish that sentence. Because I feel like it's been kind of consistent that a lot of you guys tend to jump over, or there seems to be more people at 1 than there is at 12. And my suspicion is that 12 is probably too early, and then 1 you guys start to roll into what I kind of intended it to be, which was kind of like a lunch break, you know, like kind of painting on your lunch break, right? So it's like you guys can tune in and check me out, and we can say, hey, see how your day's going, and you get to see some painting while you're eating. So that was kind of the idea, but and as I say, hopefully you guys are digging so far how we're doing this model. I found what I'm doing now. This is like the big reveal moment, because once you start doing this kind of stuff where you're using like washes and you're getting that detail back, and you start to see the detail inside of the structures of what you're painting, then I feel like you truly are starting to get the model. Like you're starting to get the model to have a personality. You're starting to get the model to look like something. And it goes without saying that if you guys have questions, comments, I love to answer them. And I always say the same thing in every stream. Doesn't matter that I'm painting something in particular, but if you have Warhammer questions or other questions, don't think you have to match your question to what we're painting. You can nice. I will say though, guys, I'm probably gonna go for like another 15 minutes, but I will have to pause because my arm is actually starting to hurt. Because between drawing and painting, I've like done that for almost 24 hours. So my arm is starting to kill me. And I want to save my arm a little bit for this evening so that we can have that stream. So I do apologize for those folks that might have just came in on the second half of this streaming video, which is why, like I said, if you guys let me know, I think now that we've done this for a couple of weeks, since we had holidays in some of these weeks, I was kind of giving everything a chance to figure itself out. But I think I feel like 1 o'clock is a better start time for this one. I can't do it I can't start. What's the best way to put this? On Mondays, I guess actually all of them could change to 1 o'clock, but maybe we'll assess that on Monday too. But yeah, in general, just let me know what you guys think about like potentially making them later. Still 2 hours, but make them later. Because I feel like we have a slow start to them. And I feel bad because I feel like you guys all show up later, and then I'm like, one, I've already painted so much of the model, so maybe like maybe that would have spurred a question when you were here because you saw, oh, he painted like this or he did this. I've always tried to do that, but I can't, or I am doing that now, but I have a question on like how I would do this. So like, I don't want to I don't want you to feel like you're missing out on getting a question, because sometimes you don't know what question to ask because you're new to something and you don't have all that knowledge. So I don't know. All right, let's see. We got more little places to do. This is probably the longest step because you have to go in. Oh no, I don't want to do that. But what's important about this step is it's going to give a lot of definition and contrast to the muscle groups and the muscle areas on this guy. And it's going to bring some of those details back. Because we are so all I'm doing now is I'm just putting some natural so I'm using the wash as like a shader to sort of shade the colors underneath it. And that's going to create a sense of more three-dimension, more lifelike. All right, guys. I had a funny feeling that was going to happen because I didn't realize how much of this had to be done, and because it's a bigger format model, it does consume some time to take care of it. So I'm sorry we didn't get to some of the other models I intended us to paint today. But good news is you can come back to the evening stream and we're going to be painting some of those projects because Wednesdays, the Wednesday afternoon show and the Thursday show are kind of that kind of show where it's going to be just like looking at the week, looking at what we have outstanding. You know, do we want to All right, good stuff, good stuff. There's definitely a lot of little touch-ups I'm going to have to do here. You know, this was something I talked about early on, that when you're dealing with models that are not Games Workshop models, the manufacturing of those models is different. So what I mean by that is that you might not get exactly the same result with like GW's contrast paints because they can only really guarantee that it's going to work well on their models but not others. I'm sorry guys, it's just like I noticed there was like red not painted somewhere and then my eye started to find all the other spots that were having issues. So as I say, hopefully you guys are digging what we've done so far to them. I like them. Oh man. Oh god. Snap. That crack. Oh my god. It was so bad. And the bitrate. I don't know what is going on with the bitrate. I don't know if you guys... I'm hoping the stream isn't looking weird. like I said before, it's kind of weird to me that I feel like in general I have this issue, and I've definitely addressed my internet and my internet connection in the house. But again, today I feel like it's saying I'm having that issue, but I don't feel like I've had any like negative response to it. But you know, you always play that what's the word? You always play like the scenario in your head. That's what I was trying to say. Oh, I did say I was going to put blood on the glove. Alright, sorry guys, I'm trying to think about making some like blood splattering on this. So just kind of a basic little blood splat. Alright, where are we at? Okay, so we're going to be about 5 more minutes and then we're going to go. So we'll make that a little bit bloody on that, which I kind of like that because it means he hit a guy or swiped a guy. All right, on that note, we're going to, I think, wrap up for today. I'm going to try to paint up the rest of this demon off camera just so I can get, actually, before I say that we're wrapping up for today, because we're not wrapping up yet. Because I really want to be done with this demon model. That's part of why I worked on it today in this stream. I'm also, again, I'm still learning this, because this newer channel is not just Warhammer, so I'm sort of adjusting to that also. Because the channel I always streamed on since I started, when it came to like miniature stuff, because everything I painted was pretty much Warhammer. So I'd love to hear your verdict, guys. What do you think of this model? I mean, I think it's coming out pretty stellarly. I don't have any complaints. I think it's starting to look like it has a lot more feeling to it. And I'm sorry it's taken so long to get this off the ground. On multiple fronts, because now, for the folks that are physically who come to the store that I run events at, I'm sorry you guys are waiting so long to get this next game day, but I'm trying to paint everything as fast as I can. And I had an ambitious idea, which again, when it's done, it'll be great because I can use a lot of this stuff for a lot of different things. But problem is now I got to get it painted. Oh man, where are we at? Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit on that hand. I'm gonna try to do the other hand really quick. So what I'm trying to do is fill some of these gaps. Because like I said, I think this is going to make or break this model. Now, people out there might be asking, why didn't we talked a lot about the benefits of like the different browns and the washes. All right, cool. All right, guys. I think that's going to be a hard stop for me. Because I have to get some, gotta eat the foods and the stuff. But I love how this is coming out. I hope you guys are enjoying it too. Stay tuned for more. We still have our Stormcast Eternal to work out. And like I said, we still have our custom Space Marines, and we have a commission that we're going to be working on. So lots of really cool stuff. Lots of really cool fantasy and 40K. So Age of Sigmar and 40K proper. So please, guys, let us know what you think. As always, thank you for watching. Big shout out to folks like Bobby, who I believe was in the stream kind of chilling today. Another one of the members of this channel that has been around for a bit. Also, thank him a ton because he's part of our content and part of our crew at the store. So, you know, having fun playing Kill Team. I know it's a little rough at times, but we try to have a good time while doing it. And we will be bringing that back on Sunday. Unfortunately, this Sunday I won't be able to play, so I already let folks know. The holidays are kind of tough because it's just holiday after holiday after holiday. So, but although there might not be many people there the following weekend, we will have those back again. And then, unfortunately, I have to try to like look at my arsenal of stuff. But I don't know what we're going to do as far as a Christmas stream, but I will try to figure that out. All right, well, thank you guys for watching. As always, a reminder, we are working on that 30 subscriber goal. So if you do want to become a subscriber, subscribers have ad-free viewing. They don't have to worry about it anymore. No ads pop up. You get access to the monthly painting stream for subscribers. That stream is great for people who might be newer to painting, newer to the hobby, just want to get pointers, just want to get... maybe even ideas. It's great because you will be able to submit your painting through a private server to then so that we can critique and look at it on the painting show. And it's great because then, you know, I can walk you through and help you with your projects and what you're doing, give you suggestions. And of course the other members who also are fairly good painters and some of our VIPs that also join in on those shows are great painters and have great things to say. So you get the benefit of a couple of different people's opinions, which is amazing. So please, guys, if you want our channel to stay here, if you want us to keep going, if you want me to be able to take on and do some really cool stuff, consider following, consider subscribing. And also, again, reminder, when you do follow, there are emotes that you get for free, and then for subscribing, there are special emotes as well. And there will be some additional benefits for subscribers down the road once I get all the merch done and I get all the stuff done that we're looking for. Thank you again, and I'll see you guys at the next video. Take care, everybody. And again, we'll be going on. I'll be starting at 9:30, but we're gonna go all the way to the normal time. So if you're used to the old way of 11 to 3, still gonna roughly go to 3 o'clock, 3 a.m. But we're gonna start even earlier, about an hour and a half earlier, which I'm finding is very helpful. It helps me. It gives me more energy. It helps me to be more focused, and it actually is helping me get a lot more done, which is really cool too. Especially now that we have a lot of commissions that are coming through, or different commissions coming through. It'll allow me time to work on those commission pieces, and the art streams will help me work with some of those commissions as well. So, thank you guys, and I will see you at the next video. We are going to keep moving, doing cool things, and again, big special thanks to Wool from the Discord server. You are the painter of the week. Again, if you guys submit through there, the Discord server, I will be picking one thing from the Discord server per week. So if there's no new stuff, I'll go to archive stuff. But you can be that painter of the week if you submit your stuff. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you at the next video. Take care, everybody.